Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Sioux Falls family is mourning the loss of a 36-year-old husband, father, and brother who was killed in a shooting early Saturday morning. A lieutenant with the Sioux Falls Police Department says it happened in the area of East 26th Street and South Bonson Avenue. Cynthia
Lomax identified the victim as her husband, Tunis Lomax, whom she says was brought to a hospital but died from his injuries. She and Tunis's sister, Victoria Lomax Cole, says Tunis was a loving, caring man who always wanted to make sure you had a smile on your face.
I just want that person to be brought to justice as soon as they can. Yes, because we're so heartbroken. I know he's not going to come back. My kid's not going to have a father no more, but I know God is there for us.
We know that he's not going to come back anymore in our life. But we need justice. Why he did to him for him to kill him like that? We need justice. We need justice.
Additional information on what Sioux Falls police have described as a homicide investigation is expected at this morning's police briefing. Starting at 10:30, you can watch it live right here on KELOLAND.com. Police in Rapid City are looking for 3 people wanted in connection to a weekend shooting that left 2 men dead.
They are 17-year-old Robert Yellowbird of Sioux Falls, 20-year-old Chase Quickbear, and 15-year-old Rochelle Janice, both of Rapid City. Yellowbird is also wanted for questioning in about a different shooting from earlier this month. They're believed to be armed and should not be approached.
The investigation started when officers were called to the 100 block of Surfwood Drive for reports of gunshots Saturday morning. Police arriving on scene found the victims inside an apartment.
Authorities then learned that the suspects may have been at a home in the 1300 block of Wood Avenue. Several people inside were arrested. However, the suspects were not there. If you have any information about this case, you're asked to call Rapid City Police.
Meanwhile, 1 man is dead after a weekend shooting northeast of Rapid City. The Pennington County Sheriff's Office says it happened Sunday morning at a mobile home in the area of Country Road. Officials say the shooter has been identified and has talked with law enforcement.
Authorities are working to identify the victim. The Sheriff's Department says there is no danger to the public. The incident is under investigation, and if you have information, you're asked to call law enforcement.
The Pennington County Sheriff's Office is also investigating a weekend incident outside of the Central States Fair. Officials say it happened just after midnight Sunday morning after the fair closed. Nearby deputies heard gunshots and responded to an area outside the fairgrounds.
Authorities say it looks like the shooter ran from the area. Law enforcement does not believe that anyone was hurt. If you have information, you're asked to call the Pennington County Sheriff's Department.
Now let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Scott Munt. Warm day on the way, Scott.
Oh, we are looking at temperatures today easily in the 80s and 90s. 90s will be found today in central and western South Dakota. So hot day for central and western KELOLAND. In the 80s for highs, eastern South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa. Expect a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky throughout the day. We'll watch our rain chances probably to start western KELOLAND tomorrow. They'll eventually move into eastern South Dakota by midweek. More details with that with Brian Karstens coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Well, a local business is breaking down language barriers among its employees.
Through twice-a-week classes, Showplace Cabinetry in Harrisburg is helping their Spanish-speaking employees learn English. For one of the employees, this course gave him the tools he needed to be able to have conversations with his English-speaking coworkers.
It's important the company have class for English because sometimes the people have scared, maybe don't talk English, don't understand the other people. So the company bring this program and the people feel better.
Right now, the course lasts 10 weeks and covers level 1 English, but in the future, the company hopes to offer some more higher level classes.
Papa Woody's owner Lisa Esser says the busiest times at the downtown restaurant are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings before and after the concert at Levitt at the Falls.
Esser says the concerts bring more foot traffic and interest for businesses across the street from the venue. She has seen a 25% increase in revenue the last 2 months.
Once they get down to come to the Levitt and they see us here, then they become everyday customers. So we really love the fact that it's a partnership between really every business downtown Sioux Falls, the Levitt.
The concerts will continue at the Levitt until September 10th.
We have a couple of road construction projects in Sioux Falls you want to be aware of as you head to work and school this week. Starting today, the eastbound lane of East 26th Street between South 10th Avenue and South Sherman will be closed for concrete joint repairs. One lane of traffic in each direction will be maintained in the westbound and left turn lanes. The work should be completed by Labor Day.
Also today, the southbound outside lane of South Cliff Avenue between East 11th Street and East 20th Street will be closed for concrete repairs ahead of an asphalt overlay. One lane of traffic in each direction will remain open at all times. The work should be completed in mid-October. Drivers are urged to slow down while traveling near these construction areas and may want to consider alternate routes. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Good morning, Brian.
All right, as we look at weather today, well, a little hotter. Central and western KELOLAND, plenty of 90s are showing up this afternoon. So as you're working out in the heat, yep, you know the drill here as we've had some pretty hot numbers this summer. Sioux Falls pretty close to seasonable averages, low to mid 80s to finish up the afternoon. A couple of renegade cells might pop up in central South Dakota by tonight, but that's pretty limited here. I would say, though, the chances there that we'll be scanning a couple of things on radar tomorrow morning. And then during the afternoon, it looks like we'll kind of shift gears into the west here and see if anything develops here out in the Black Hills and into northwest South Dakota. Also, there could be a few more thunderstorms around Mobridge, which would be a change. We haven't had much of that the last 30 days. So keep an eye on those trends here. Otherwise, as we focus into Wednesday, I do want to zoom in here a little bit as you'll see a little rain draped across South Dakota. There's a frontal boundary that's actually going to drop our temperature into Thursday. So that air mass is going to push south. Then it's going to regroup and it's going to try to come back from the west and the southwest. So we may get some thunderstorms to kick off the weekend. And then eventually what's going to drive the best chance of rain is this system coming in out of southern Canada. That'll be a pretty vigorous wave. And I would expect there will be clusters of showers and thunderstorms with that as we look at the end of the 7-day forecast. So numbers today ranging there from about 80 in Worthington up into the upper 90s as we head toward Phillip. Your 7-day forecast, you see those 80s, mid-80s, Sioux Falls the next couple of days. We drop a little bit Thursday into Friday, and then we'll come back this weekend. And again, those are the better chances of rain we have in the 7-day. That's also true in Aberdeen, where highs will likely stay in the 80s the next 3 days. But Thursday looks a little cooler. We drop back to the upper 70s. And for Pierre, you know, it's an opportunity for at least some rain around. And we'll take what we can get here with those chances kind of lingering there. And it looks like Rapid City is also kind of at a pattern where off and on rain chances will be around starting tomorrow afternoon. And that should linger into the end of the week. Find out more coverage online at KELOLAND.com.